Hello everybody and welcome to the first season of Advanced Wars Tournament Series, or AWTS as we call it. So this is a tournament, a fog tournament I'm putting together. This is supposed to be like a regular thing. And in this video I'll show you the format for the tournament. So basically I invited a bunch of players I've played with before. Their rating is from 1000 to 750 around-ish. Most of those players I played against and they were pretty interesting and everybody was super friendly, so this is why I invited them. There's a bit of a skill gap here, of course. Lord Pazuzu is above 1000. So he's like around a diamond player, and the lower players are around 750, which I guess would be silver on those normal games, I guess. Competitive games like StarCraft, League of Legends. But the games are being pretty interesting. The tournament has been going for around 2 weeks. And all the players are super cool. They're from all over the world, as you can see, and each has its own in-game country that we assigned for the games. So the format, we have group stage with those 16 players in 4 groups, group A, B, C and D, of course. The first seed goes into group A, then the second seed, and we then wrap around here and start kinda. This is the way I came up to distribute the players. So if you sum all the places, the seeds, the groups should be relatively balanced. Of course, you can have like a perfect balanced group, and if you try, the other groups will be more unbalanced, but the groups have been pretty interesting so far. So those are the groups according to the seeds. The seeds were the ELO rating for each player on the start of the tournament. Now they're all different. But those are the groups basically. Group A, Lord Pazuzu, Trix, Big Weeb and Tefo. Group B, Zielinski, Kroner, Burley, Blue Pancho. Group C, Dark Porygon, Renzi, Drummer, and Dustbird. In Group D we have Antios, Zack, Blaster, Nexus, and Jamie Dodger. So the games for the groups will be round robin. So each player plays against all the others in the group. You have, player 1 goes against 2 and 3 and 4, and then 2 against 3 and 4, and 3 against 4, so everyone plays 3 games. And there's 6 games per group, so that's 24 games in total. And we have some ties because, as you can see, for example, player 1 wins all his games, and then let's say player 2 wins against 3, but 4 wins against 2 and 3 wins against 4. Each player has 1 win of the other player, so we don't have a second place. And here I put if there's a draw, the match between the players decide who goes on, but that doesn't quite apply here. So there were ties in 2 groups, and in this case we just played more matches. And there's also a 3-player map I created for untying the games, and that came into play, but I'll talk about that later. But basically there were 30 games so far for groups. And then after that, the 2 players that qualified, they go to quarterfinals. So first match of quarterfinals, we have first place of Group A and second of Group B. And then, first place from Group B and Group A, and same thing for Group C and D. And then the winners of that go to semifinals. In both quarterfinals and semifinals are best of 3. And then finals is best of 5 with the winners of semifinals, of course. And the interesting thing about this tournament, another interesting thing, is that the players can ban maps and COs. We have 7 maps on the map pool, They were on the hype trailer I made the other week, but basically there were fog maps from the last rotation. They already changed, so most of these maps aren't there anymore. But the players for groups can ban 3 maps because they will only be playing on 3 at most, or at least that was the plan on the beginning before everyone was tying the groups. And the COs for the tournament for groups, we decided on tier 4, and then quarterfinals with tier 3 for fog, tiers on Advanced Wars by web, and then tier 2 for semifinals like Olaf, Eagle, and Max, I guess. And then for the finals we have tier 1 for now, but Nell will be allowed, I think, and maybe Van Bolt won't be allowed because he's kinda boring, to be honest. But for groups we have Adder, Black, which is banned on Global League, but we think that it would be fun to have him. Then Green, Jake, Jazz, Cole, and Sammy. Sammy got banned on a lot of games. And each player can ban 1 CO for all their group games, so the tournament has been pretty interesting. The matches were great. I'll try to interview the players later as well, and I'll start casting the game soon. So keep an eye out for the tournament, and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the games, and like the video if you liked, I don't know. And I see you guys next time.